Hey there. One of my clients this morning asked me why I haven't been doing our little balances, so I thought I would quickly do one while it was on my mind. I've just been really busy. So let's have a look. I just want you to relax, clean out the cobwebs of your mind. Run that central meridian, so pubic bone to chin. Increase that conscious yin energy. Allows the frontal cortex to be up and running. Oh, yawning, sighing is a good idea. I just spent an hour on the PEMF mat, so I'm very relaxed. Okay, now I want you to put your two fingers on each side onto the ESR points, the emotional stress release points, and just feel whether there's any buzzing or tingling, or whether you can feel the pulse coming to the frontal cortex. Beautiful. The one I needed to do for my client this morning was about worthiness. So I want you to tap your head, tap your heart, anti-clockwise over the heart. Just say, I am worthy. I am worthy. I am worthy. Okay. So I'm going to see whether there's a disconnect between the left and right hemispheres of the brain. And that's okay, but there's a bit of a trust issue. So let's just tap the frontal cortex. So trust and trust issues. Trust and trust issues. Okay. Trust and trust issues. So when trust is a bit of a challenge, quite often we've been hurt, we've been injured, we've been damaged. We often run on survival patterns. And the nervous system is just primed for being stressed. I release any and all trust issues. There's nothing wrong with not trusting people, but it's when it controls everything we say and see and do that it's a problem. Okay, so CC trust, AC. All right. So frontal cortex is up and running, but the thing that can shut it down is sadness, despondency, depression. Sadness, despondency, depression. Sadness, despondency, depression. And run that central meridian to increase more anterior commissure energy. Okay. So let's just double check trust and trust issues, sadness, despondency. That's better. Yawning again. Okay. So now. Okay. So the next thing showing up is switching from left to right. So hand on the navel and then just underneath the collarbone on both sides, give that a rub. So this is helping to connect the left and right hemispheres of the brain. Sometimes when we can see someone's face but we can't remember their name, we're not connecting those two sides of the brain. Or we know what to do with maths but we can't do it, or we can remember a word but we can't remember spelling. Sometimes these are things that show a disconnect with the left and right sides of the brain. And again, running that central meridian. Okay. There's also a disconnect from the front to the rear of the brain. So hand on the navel and rub the tailbone. This is helping to connect the front to the back of the brain. So increasing pathways between those two areas. And then again, swap hands and rub the tailbone at the back and hold the navel at the front. And one more time. Beautiful. And again, run that central meridian those emotional stress release points. And the big one, I am worthy. I am worthy. I am worthy. When you wake up in the morning, I want you to think, I am. I am, and see what your brain says after that. Because what we believe about ourselves creates our day. So if we wake up and say, I am fabulous, I am worthy, I am spectacular, I am organized, I am energized, imagine how your day is going to be, as opposed to if you wake up and you say, I am so tired, I'm so disorganized, I've got so much to do. So when you wake up in the morning, you can hold your hand on your navel and rub these points to the left and right of the collarbone. And again, hand on the navel and rub those points, the tailbone and the navel. And the other one that you can do is rub these points top and bottom of the lips. And that one helps to connect top and bottom of the brain. Absolutely spectacular. Mwah. Talk again soon. Bye.